So this week was another no bang week while we intermittent fasted. So let's see what happened on the scales. Stay tuned. Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. If you're new here, I have been on my keto weight loss journey forever, it feels like, but it's actually been about 22 months. So we're coming up on my 2-year anniversary this summer, and that's crazy. I have been living this keto lifestyle with no cheats, no off weekends or days. I have kept it keto. I have had higher calorie days and lower calorie days. I have tracked, I have not tracked. I have tried experiments and I have tried intuitive eating. I feel like I have tried it all, kind of like what I did to try to lose weight before all of this began. I am on my quest to lose at least 100 pounds. We'll see what happens after that. And I am a few pounds away from hitting that milestone, which is pretty exciting. This week, I wanted to do another experiment, and this time I incorporated cutting out the bang with intermittent fasting for 16 hours. So that means I don't eat for 16 hours, and then I only eat within an 8-hour window. My particular window is between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., so I don't even have my coffee. I don't ingest any amount of calories until that 10 o'clock mark hits. Then I have my collagen coffee, and then I usually eat a meal around noon, and then dinner around 5:30 or so, and close my window up at 6 and don't have anything until 10 a.m. the next day. Now I will show you everything that I ate this week, and then we'll talk about numbers. Check it out. 1 cup of 0% Faye yogurt with some Mio before we head out the door.
Feel my heart, it's beating. All my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. All my body's breathing. It's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. 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 I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. Feel my heart, it's beating. All my body's breathing. It's just.
All right, it is almost 10:30. I am breaking my fast with a coffee with chocolate collagen. I packed everything in a little lunchbox, even whatever I'm gonna eat for breakfast is all in here. And I even packed my half and half. I'm at my mom's house today. It is 12:25. I am eating my first meal. This is a steak and pepper omelet with a holy guacamole cup and light sour cream. Here is dinner. We've got shaved Brussels sprouts cooked in bacon and some riced broccoli with some white queso stuffed chicken breast. right, good morning. It is 10:05. I am breaking my I'm breaking my fast with my collagen coffee. Caramel coffee with chocolate collagen. It is 5 till 12 and I am eating my first meal of the day. I've got 6 turkey sausage links and 3 pasture-raised eggs and a tablespoon of salsa. All right, it is exactly 6 o'clock. I am pushing my window. I gotta start my... This is chicken tenders with zucchini. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It is 10 a.m. My eating window has officially opened, so I am going to make my coffee with collagen in it. My daughter has a piano recital today at 6, so I have got to figure out what I'm going to eat today and eat it all before 6 o'clock, before her recital. Been a little stressed about what the fluctuation that's happening on the scale today or this week so far. I am up 2 pounds today than I was when I weighed in on Saturday. Yesterday it was 2.2 pounds. I was at 176.0 yesterday. This morning I'm at 175.8. I was at 172 last week. So I don't think I'm retaining water, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. All right, the whole point of weighing myself is to not be bummed when I see the fluctuation. So let's not worry about it. Let's start our Wednesday off and have a fantastic rest of the week. All right, it is 12 o'clock and I am having my first meal of the day. It is officially Cinco de Mayo, so I am having a chicken taco salad. I have leftover drumstick chicken from leftover drumsticks, so that's about 5 ounces of chicken, 2 tablespoons of salsa, a tablespoon of light sour cream, and a holy guacamole cup on top of 2 cups of shredded lettuce. All right, for today's dinner is Chick-fil-A. We are having a grilled club with Colby Jack cheese, no bun, so wrapped in lettuce, and a side of an 8-piece grilled nugget. We have ranch dressing and buffalo sauce. It is 9:36 in the morning. I am breaking my fast. I finished dinner last night really early, like at 5:10, 5:15. So I could have broken my fast about 30 minutes ago, but this is good. I don't know what time I'm going to finish dinner tonight. This is my coffee with chocolate collagen, my usual. All right, here's my first meal of the day. It is 11:45. I was in the mood for a BLT, so I made a chaffle out of 1 egg and a 1/3 cup of mozzarella cheese. I put about a 1/2 tablespoon of olive oil mayo, lettuce, tomato, and 4 slices of sugar-free bacon. Yum. I did not do a fantastic job of recording my dinner this evening, but I did find a picture online. So tonight we had Bill Miller barbecue. I had a 1/4 of a chicken dark meat. So I had a leg and a thigh. I believe this picture looks like it's half a chicken. I only had a 1/4 of a chicken. I did have the famous Bill Miller green beans, and I did have a little bit of the coleslaw. I did not have barbecue sauce, nor did I have that creamed corn, even though it looks delicious. I did not have that. I only had the chicken, the green beans, and the coleslaw, and it was so good. My first meal of the day today was an Olive Garden lunch. We had chicken Alfredo over broccoli instead of fettuccine. Tonight's dinner's very light and simple. Rolled up turkey slices with mustard and a cup of 0% Fage yogurt with black cherry Mio squeezed in. All right, so my macros are set at 1231 calories, 110 protein or more, 79 grams of fat limit, and limit of 20 net carbs. So this week, it kind of went up and down with everything, to be honest with you. And my average calories for the week ended up at 1184. So that is below my target calories. My protein was 108, so it was slightly below my target protein. 70 was my average fat, which was below my target of 79. And my carbs were averaging at about 17 per day, which is lower than my net limit of 20 net carbs. My steps ended up being on average 6,378 steps, which is an increase of only 39 steps total from the week before. So it was pretty close as far as steps, but I did have a slight increase, not much. My weight, for the first time in a long time, fluctuated like crazy this week. It was very interesting to watch. So I know why, or at least I'm speculating why my weight went up and down the way that it did. So as you know, I cut out Bang, which we all know I was pretty addicted to. I was having one a day for the longest time, and I cut it out for this week. Well, mind you, my Saturdays are like my free days where I don't track. I allow myself things I don't normally allow myself during the week, like if I want a Quest bar, Quest chips, if I feel like making chaffles, I try to stay away from almond flour and those kinds of chaffles. If I'm going to have anything, I have it on the weekend. If I want a low carb tortilla, I allow myself to have it on Saturday. I don't worry about calories or tracking. And so that's usually what I do on Saturday. Now for this past Saturday, I didn't track, I didn't weigh, I didn't measure, I didn't even record, but I know I had 2 low carb tortillas in the morning for breakfast. And I don't even remember what I had. I think barbecue that evening with some G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. But I did indulge in bangs. I probably had 2 or 3 in one day. Probably not good. I would assume that's probably not good, but I did have cocktails, and I like to do a little splash of Bang and some sparkling water, and that's my cocktail of choice. And I had it on Saturday, and I knew that I was probably gonna regret it the next day as far as what the scale was gonna say. And so as you see, like after my little splurge, I weighed in last weekend or last weigh-in, I weighed at 173.8. Right after that weigh-in is when I had my free day. Then come Sunday, it went up to 174.2, which is kind of what I expected. But I didn't expect the following day to go up to 175.8 and then again at 176. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I was seeing 172 on the scale last week and now I'm looking at 176. How is this possible from one day of allowing myself to splurge on bangs and low carb tortillas? And I mean, maybe I'm carrying water weight. I'm not exactly sure, but it really freaked me out. And the whole point of weighing yourself every day is so you can see those fluctuations so you don't get freaked out. But it did freak me out, to be honest with you. And then it finally went back down. And so now I have my weigh-in for this week. So this week's weigh-in ended up being 173.0. So thankfully it did come back down from the 176, but it ended up resulting in just a 0.8 loss, which a loss is a loss. I will take it better than a gain, especially seeing the fluctuations on the scale the way that I did. But you know, I'm seeing a trend with my fluctuations, and it happens when I splurge on the weekend, allow myself those things, and I do it. And I know I've had this issue in the past because I'm like, I really should just track on the weekends too and really stick to everything. Imagine how much more I can lose if I do that. But honestly, that free Saturday gives me one day to not worry about anything. I don't need to worry about hitting macros. I don't need to worry about weighing and measuring and pulling out my measuring spoons and getting out my scale. I mean, it gives my brain a day off. So I either have to accept that and accept whatever happens on the scale and not complain about it, or stop having those free days. So yeah, I don't know if that worked for me or not, doing the intermittent fasting and cutting out the bang, especially when the Saturday before I kind of indulged so much in the bang. I don't know if that kind of offset my week or what. So next week I'm gonna do it again, the same intermittent fasting with cutting out the bang and hopefully staying away from the bang and continue to intermittent fast throughout the weekend. So I'm coming up on my 23-month keto versary next week, so I'll be posting a video about that. I'm not sure how much different my weight is gonna be this month's update versus last month's update. I'm hoping to see 100 pounds lost. I would love to see it by my birthday, which is the end of the month. That's 2 more weeks. I don't know. I mean, I landed at 173 and hitting 100 pounds would be 8 pounds. And what are the odds of me dropping 8 pounds in the next 2 weeks? Probably very, very slim. So, you know, I don't want to set myself up for disappointment and failure, but I am proud that I'm still going down. I am proud that my body is shifting. I'm enjoying myself shopping and getting new things and reintroducing myself back to myself again. So all of those are great non-scale victories that I'm happy about. I'm excited to have my life back, it feels like. I'm frustrated, as we all know, about how slow the process is going, and I'm always constantly tweaking, trying to find the right formula to get me to my goals. I did stop exercising, so maybe that could be something I bump up, either the steps or let's get in a couple of days of some weight training since I am upping my protein. So I need to be better about that, and that's something that I want to do this coming week as well. Squeeze in some weight training, some exercise, even if it's small, even if it's just 5 minutes here and there, kind of like what I was doing with the squatting and the push-ups, but just now picking up the kettlebell or maybe going for a walk for 30 minutes or something. So those are my goals. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. How was your week? Did you see anything in my week that you want to comment on? I'd love to hear about it. Post it in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.